Yes.
Dagdag din po yung sinabi niya na hindi niya mailipat dahil yung transfer tax hindi niya mabayaran dahil nagpagawa daw ho siya ng bahay. And yet, nung tinanong sa kanya, magkano ba yung transfer tax? Hindi niya maalala. So parang inconsistent, di ba? Sabi niya, hindi niya mabayaran dahil masyadong mataas. And yet, hindi niya alam yung actual amount na kailangan niyang bayaran. So that's dagdag dun sa mga inconsistency na nakita ni Congressman Kimbo. Tsaka yung real estate taxes, nasa pangalan pa po ni Mrs. Cristina Corona, no? Tapos yung, siguro sa mga ilang nakabili na po ng ari-arian ng lupain dito, yan ang unang gagawin nyo pag nakabili po kayo. Sisiguraduhin nyo na nailipat po sa pangalan ninyo. Kasi pag may nangyari po sa inyo, pag namatay po kayo, God forbid, ano? Pero, syempre gusto mo pumunta po sa mga kamag-anak nyo po yun, di ba? Especially in this case, may anak po siya. Hindi ba yun ang iniisip niya? Kasi kung namatay ho siya, nasa pangalan pa po ni Mrs. Corona, pag-aawayan po yun. Yung tatlo ang anak ni Mrs. Corona, Chief Justice po ang asawa niya, siguro it's more in accord with logic, with common sense, with common practice, na ilipat kagad yun. So, yun lang ang nakikita namin na medyo a little bit curious dito sa kanyang narration of facts. No?
At siguro, tandaan nyo, tinanong ni Senate President, meron ka bang anak? So, significant yung question na yon, hindi masyadong napapansin ng marami. Significant yon because kung meron kang anak, meron kang heir. So, ibig sabihin, paano yan kapag sumakabilang buhay yung may-ari o kung sinong may nakalagay sa titulo, wala kang karapatan, maghahabol ka talaga dahil bagamat bayad ka na, sabi mo, ikaw nagbabayad ng real estate taxes, ikaw nakatira doon, pero ownership is still in the name of Mrs. Corona. The real estate taxes are still in her name. So whoever is in the title, if that person passes away, God forbid, wag naman po sana, pero yun po ay mapupunta doon sa heirs nung nakalagay sa titulo. So tinatanong ni Senate President dito kay Mr. Vicente, wala ka bang anak? Kasi kung meron kang anak, siguro normal sa iyo yun na ikaw yung nagbayad na, nakatira ka na dyan, kailangan ipalipat mo yan. Kasi kawawa naman yung mga heirs mo kung may mangyari doon sa tao na nakalagay yung titulo, hindi na pala yung may-ari, sa kanila maiiwan yon. Because in our country, just like him, sabi nga po natin, bumili na siya po ng bahay at lupa. Alam po niya ang ibig sabihin, title always determines ownership. It is not possession. Kahit pa ho, sa ating pong batas, kahit ipagtanong po ninyo, possession never ripens into ownership. Pagdating po dito, hanggat hindi po nalilipat ang titulo, the presumption is nasa pagmamay-ari pa rin po ng kung kanino nasa kaninong pangalan po ito.
At meron pa pong implikasyon yun, yung hindi paglipat ng pangalan. May possibility ng double sale kasi nasa pangalan pa po ni Mrs. Cristina Corona. Pwede niyang ibenta ulit sa iba yon at paniniwalaan po yun dahil wala namang pong note o notation dun sa Registry of Deeds na nabenta na ito pero hindi pa nababayaran yung tax. So in effect, pwede pang ibenta po yun eh. Yun ang risks po na he undertakes at very uncommon po yan sa tingin ho namin. Ang isa pa, on the larger picture po, ang nakikita ho natin ay ito ay isang magandang halimbawa ng halaga po ng cross-examination ng isang witness. Kaya gusto po namin na si Chief Justice o si Mrs. Corona at si Mrs. Corona ay pwedeng pumunta po rito para ma-cross-examine. Pag sa media lang ho kayo nagsasalita, hindi pwedeng ma-cross-examine, hindi pwedeng i-probe po yung testimonya. Tulad ng sinabi po nung witness ngayon, nung pre-nobe po nung ni Attorney Justiniano sa cross-examination, mas maraming na-uncover o nailabas na mahalaga, na natetesting kumbaga yung kredibilidad ng isang witness. What do you mean?
Hindi. Mahirap.
There are so many possibilities actually. Pwedeng simulated sale, pwedeng fictional siya, pwedeng totoo pero hindi lang niya kabisado. So yun lang ang sinasabi lang namin. There are many questions raised that are not, kumbaga hindi siya in accord with human experience, di ba? Alam naman natin yun kasi siguro lahat sa atin, di ba? Kaduda-duda lang. Medyo parang nakakapagtaka ka.
Ako, ang sabihin ko is, yung testigo prenisinta para patunayan na yung properties na yon ay hindi intentionally or hindi talaga kinailangan ideklara. Bagamat nasa pangalan pa nila, hindi kinakailangan ideklara kasi pagmamayari na nung pinsan ni Chief Justice. Yun ang dahilan bakit siya prenisinta. So that the Chief Justice did not violate because it already belongs to his cousin. Yun ang dahilan bakit siya prenisinta. At ang judgment namin po dyan, based on the cross-examination, hindi ho nalilipat yung titulo for 20 years. Yung real estate taxes ay nasa pangalan pa rin po. Yung notaryo po ay peke. Ang ibig sabihin po, kung ano man ang purpose na dinala siya doon, hindi po siya nagkaroon ng gamit. Because based on what has been shown to us, it is simply unacceptable that for somebody who says na hindi niya inilipat dahil hindi niya ma-afford ang transfer taxes, yet he doesn't know how much these transfer taxes are. Paano mo sasabihin na hindi ko kayang bilhin itong sasakyan na ito eh? Ni hindi mo pa tinatanong kung magkano yung sasakyan and yet you make that judgment. So what we're simply saying is, kung ano man ang dahilan kung bakit siya prenisinta, it was not able to establish that the property has in fact been transferred. In fact, kung may questions pang lumalabas dyan, para may katanungan, totoo kaya yung deed of absolute sale o simulated ba ito? It's still in the name of the Chief Justice and his wife. Mukhang nasa pagmamayari pa rin nila ito.
Alo, magandang hapon. I'm Paul Bulilan, ang Bantay Radio Cebu. Ang tanong ko lang, sir, itong witness na ito, si Mr. Vicente, sa tingin ba ninyo parang robot lang siya? Kung anong idikta sa kanya, yan ang sabihin niya?
Yan ang paboritong sagutin ni Deputy Speaker Erin Tanyada, pero wala dito, no, ha? Compliment yun, ha? Hindi ko po alam kung siya po ay robot o hindi po natin, pero malinaw po para sa atin na meron silang blood relationship with the Chief Justice. There are questions pertaining to the deed of absolute sale which was notarized by a fake notary. So, the title has not been transferred. Ang tawag po natin dyan sa batas, these are practically badges of fraud. Na parang nagdadala sa atin sa conclusion na kung ano man ang dahilan bakit siya prenisinta, based on the cross-examination, they were not successful in showing that the property is owned by him.
At saka kung robot siya, parang, ayaw ko kung mahina yung baterya o kaya parang mahina yung software, baka hindi pa na-upgrade, no, o na-update kasi parang may pagkakamali dun sa mga ibang sa cross-examination na ilabas po.
Yeah, Christine Herrera from Manila Standard. Yeah. How would you explain, can I go back to the SALN, how would you explain that the prosecution failed to present evidence on the Chief Justice's Corona's SALN from 2001 to 2005 because Kim Henares only presented SALN from 2006 to 2010, and then she said that the Supreme Court or the Chief Justice failed to file his SALN. And now the defense is showing us that there is SALN filed from 2001 to 2005. How would you explain that?
Well, let me...
Was it deliberate on your part?
No. Let me correct the question. What Kim Henares said, we have the SALN. We were able to present the SALN of the Chief Justice all the way from 1992 up to 1998. And beginning 2001 all the way up to 2010, yung galing na sa Supreme Court, yung simula 2003. What Kim Henares testified was the alpha list. Wala yung alpha list from 2002 when he started joining half part of that year until 2005. The first alpha list na meron ang BIR on record is starting 2006. So
Now the defense said that they filed.
yeah, it's
alpha
there.
list.
It's there, no? Pero there's really no significance, no? As far as we are concerned, the alpha list only speaks about how much taxes were actually paid for that year for every given individual. So,
That's exactly what you want to prove, that the Chief Justice is not capable of purchasing all these properties because he's got no money to buy those. So,
no, the taxes can only be used as a basis to determine his income. Pero we never said that he did not have any income for 02, 03, 04. In fact, we said that let's even compute on the basis of his maximum salary in 2010 as a Chief Justice. Gamitin na natin yon na kunwari yun ang kanyang kinita all the way up to 2003. Because wala tayo nung alpha list, it would still not be sufficient. So, I think what is, there's really nothing significant as far as producing the alpha list is concerned. Kung meron lang siyang na-establish is that, according to the Supreme Court, they filed the alpha list kasi is essentially the income tax returns. Pero binubuo lang siya if you have one employer. So, what it only established is that the Supreme Court says it filed, but the BR says it did not. But that's not really our concern as far as the impeachment is concerned.
So what is your total now? Because the defense said it's 21.5 million. What is yours?
Well, they said it's 21.5. We will have to validate that on cross-examination, but like I said, even assuming, just on the basis of all the expenses that he has, just on one condominium, he's spending already 21,000 on condominium dues. Kuryente, yung mga iba pang condominium dues, pagkain. We were unfortunately unable to present the barongs. He had 2 barongs made in June of 2010, 25,000 pesos each. So, hindi na ho namin napresenta yon, pero ibig ko sabihin, let's even assume that he saves half of that, 10 million, which is unlikely. He was able to purchase real properties amounting to 32 million. Real properties pa lang. With 10 million, I don't think you can buy 32 million. And neither can you, may 31 million in cash pa na dagdag. May 37 million pa in cash na tinerminate nung 2011. Meron pang dollar accounts na hindi po mabuksan. So, tingin po namin talagang kahit paanong sabihin nila, mahihirapan talaga sila punuan yan. So, we will wait for all the sources of income that they will show.
Tsaka, Christine,
thank you.
follow up. Yung you're saying that our allegation is wala siyang pambili. Actually, it's not only na wala siyang pambili. Ang sinasabi rin namin, hindi niya deklarado. Kung meron siyang pambili, hindi niya deklarado na meron siyang binili at meron siyang pinagkunan para pambili. So yun ang follow up doon.
Did the barong?
Yeah,